Yes, good evening. We are back. We are back. We are back. Today, I've got quite a number of uh, issues to discuss, but I'll see what I can do. Twala supawila fe. The way Mdala Wakambwili says it, political parties in Zambia. So here we'll say Zambian political parties. Yes, you see, that's how we can do it. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it, that's the way, We're going live on TikTok. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, yeah. What is the definition of political party according to ECZ? James Naiwe. Is that a question you can ask? Yeah, you can know how bright a color is unless you put it next to a dull color. Sometimes my mind just think too much. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So first of all, let me start by ni perpetual apologizer. Every day I'm apologizing. You know, of course, Friday I couldn't come because of to my personal issues. Friday we had open day at Kia school, and then we started going round. So yeah, Yarisa Shupakofe na Linaka. I was tired. I was just really tired. So I couldn't talk. But I know one of the issues that I needed to discuss on Friday was the issue of the UPND convention. You know, since the UPND convention, I've not come back to you to say thank you for voting for some of those people that I was campaigning for. Some of the people that I spoke about, you voted for them overwhelmingly. All the people that I was talking about here, you voted for them overwhelmingly, apart from one person who did not manage. But all the people that we were talking about on this platform, they went through the management committee of the National Management Committee of the UPND. So I am very grateful to all of you by UPND that voted, all you delegates that voted. I am very grateful. I will actually print out the names. I will bring out the names so that you know who are your National Management Committee members. I will print out that list and then I'll find a way of distributing it. I think I also want to create a WhatsApp message, where I can be distributing some of this material, which I may not be able to post on these platforms, either on Facebook, TikTok, and whatever. So I'm creating a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp group. I will create a WhatsApp group so that you can also yourself, you can be sending me some of this information. Of course, I've got people that send me information, but I think it's better to have a bigger platform where people can even discuss, and you know. So I'm going to create a WhatsApp group. Look out for the WhatsApp group that I'm going to create. The purpose of that WhatsApp group is to have an addition platform where I can engage you, where I can send you messages faster. So I will create that WhatsApp group. Look out for it. I'll create it tomorrow, by the way. I'll create it tomorrow, and I think I'll try to create a QR or a link, so that people can be able to join using the link. I'll create the WhatsApp group. Tomorrow I'm going to create the WhatsApp group, and look out for it. Join that WhatsApp group. It is a group where, everybody can, can contribute, can say whatever. But more importantly, it is a group where I will be sending some of these information. Yeah, so I'm grateful to UPND. First of all, congratulations to for UPND for holding that convention. If I think I'm repeating this, but I congratulate you that you had that convention and everything went smoothly. I also want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Isaac Mwanza. Isaac Mwanza, you have gone into the history of our country that the 2026 UPND convention, you were the returning officer and you declared President Hakainde Hichilema as the winner who went through unopposed. You conducted the elections very well. You conducted yourselves very well. It shows professionalism, objectivity. We could see that there was no biasness. That was very good. So congratulations to you, Isaac Mwanza. Isaac Mwanza, my man, congratulations. You are really doing very well with your NGO. Keep it up, my man. Keep it up. Of course, congratulations to President Hakainde Hichilema for going through unopposed, needless to say. Congratulations to all the National Management Committee members who were elected. Congratulations to you, the Electoral College, you people that voted. Please add me equally. No, I'm not. Don't give me the numbers. You taking the type of numbers. So don't give me the number here. Just look out for the link. You join using a link. Small. Please look out for the link. I'm not going to start typing numbers. You are a lot of you. I know that group will be a big group, and it is for everyone. One say PF banani. I want to create this platform where all of you can, go for each other, fight and whatever. That group, because me, I've got followers, in all circles. So I'm going to create a link, and you just have to click a link and you join. It will be a public platform. So I'm congratulating all of you, the Electoral College, and I'm saying thank you very much for you people that voted for some of those people that I was rooting for, those people that I was campaigning for. Thank you very much. I mean, they got a lot of votes. Lumango, it was a landslide. Musokotwane, it was a landslide. Siakalima, it was a landslide. My good man Chipoka Mulenga, it was a landslide. He got the highest in the copper belt. Thank you very much, you people, for voting for Chipoka Mulenga. Then who else were we talking about? Elvis Nkandu, very good, got a lot of votes. Who else were we talking about in there? Yeah. Of course, Mwali Teta. I didn't know Mwali Teta is already there because Mwali Teta was elected as a provincial chairman, so he's already there in the National Management Committee. And the others that went through, all of you, congratulations, congratulations for that. And then, of course, my brother Terry didn't go through. but yes, Cornelius Mweta also. Cornelius Mwetwa, Martha Mushipe, Jack Mwimbu, they went through. Frank Tayari did not go through, unfortunately. Frank Tayari did not go through. But what Jack Mwimbu went through, I'm very happy that what Jack Mwimbu went through. I'm very happy that Cornelius Mweta went through. And other people, of course. I mean, I brought out those that I felt passionately, but there are a lot of other leaders. Remember, we are talking about 70 committee members, 7 from each province. So there are a lot of people. And congratulations to other people that, of course, I may not have spoken about, but you were supporting them and you campaigned for them. So congratulations to all of them. I will post the list. One of the first things that I'm going to post in that group, which I'm going to create tomorrow, it is the list of the National Management Committee members, because you need to know them. Now, going forward, you have to know that the National Management Committee is composed of 100 people. 100 people. There are 100 members in the National Management Committee. National Management Committee has 100. 70, they are elected. So those 70 who were elected, done. Now we are waiting for the list of the president. President Hakainde Hichilema is going to nominate 30 to make 100. So look out for the 30 members who are going to be nominated by President Hakainde Hichilema. And this is why I've been saying, some of you were complaining, no, this and that, and that. I'm a politics. We can't all be in certain positions. So you may not be, for one reason or the other, you may not have made it to the National Management Committee, but you still have a chance. President Hakainde Hichilema might just nominate you. And I'm looking forward to those that are going to be nominated by President Hakainde Hichilema. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the 70 that were elected. And later on, when President Hakainde Hichilema releases his nominated members, committee members, I will also share that. I will be sharing some of these things, on that platform, because I think certain things are just better to share on WhatsApp. For example, what is this? PDF. PDF documents. They are easier to be shared on WhatsApp. So that's why I'm creating that WhatsApp group. Of course, also getting information from you. A lot of you have been sending me messages, but some of you who like to send me messages, in hi, I don't respond. I don't respond to hi, how are you? I don't respond to that. I don't respond to that because I can't manage to be sitting there and start doing chit chats. Hi, oh hi, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Hey, how is Wanakia? Hey, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I really have a lot of people. I need to be honest. I need to be honest. So if you want to engage me on a particular issue, don't send me a message. Hey, can I engage you? Can I talk to you? Just go ahead and tell me whatever you want to tell me. Go straight to the point. Mr. Tayari, there is this. I respond better to those messages that are direct and not those messages that start with hi, hey, what? I don't. So just go ahead. I read my messages. I receive. I receive a lot of messages, but I can assure you I read messages. So even if I've not answered you, just know that whatever you wrote, it didn't prompt me to respond. But the only thing is that I don't want to encourage Ukula respond hi. How are you? I don't want that. I want to respond to substantive issues. Ukula respond hi. no, I can't. But if you send me a message with a substantive issue, something that is important, not asking me, are you going live today at 20 hours? I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to that. What is your comment? I mean, I will not engage you on that level. No, I will not. Oh no, I'm just from watching your live. Hey, what one? I'm not going to engage that. I mean, post that message on the comments on the comment section. I will read. I also read Dama comments. I take time to engage the public. You can be rest assured that your voices or your issues will be heard, because what you post on social media inenda verenga ndafikonka Sydney chile mposha hai fin chile mposha hai lekenija sheko yako ni hapa. So if you want, I'll tell you, I'll create that WhatsApp. I'll share the people that made it to the management committee, and then I will also share with you the 30 members that will be nominated by the president. Yeah. So moving on from there, we had the ECZ stakeholder meeting, where they were briefing the potential presidential candidates. That was that meeting that you saw. ECZ had that meeting so that they can engage all those who intend to contest as presidential candidates, as presidential candidates in these general elections. Now, ECZ opened that the invitation to anyone who was interested. ECZ, you must understand ECZ, and first of all, we must actually commend ECZ. ECZ, they are doing a tremendous job. They are doing a very good job. Even when you criticize them, you throw stones at them, you mudsling them, you cast aspersion on them, but ECZ has been resolute. They are just focused on, conducting elections. And conducting elections, it is not just on the day of elections. Conducting elections is a cycle. It's a cycle. You prepare for elections. You gather the logistics. You disseminate information. You sensitize the candidates. And ECZ, they have been doing a good job. They have really been doing a good job. By the way, some of you were busy talking a lot of nonsense on Bill 7. Bill 7 here, delimitation, what? Delimitation came out. Really, you can tell that people had nothing negative to say about that. The naysayers, you had nothing but just that you can't just let go. You had to start talking nonsense. But really, ECZ did a very good job. And one good thing about this commission, the commission under Mwangala Zalomes, is that they are consultative. Really, if there is one thing that, for me, Edgar Lungu told me, and I have come to prove, it is what he said on Mwangala Zalomes. ECL, Edgar Lungu, praised Mwangala Zalomes when Mwangala Zalomes was just appointed. Because I was one of those that had a view to say Mwangala Zalomes is UPND. But no, When I went to see Edgar Lungu in the evening, I remember vividly that night. He told me, no, Mwangala Zalomes is a very principled person. He's a very principled person, a very good person, a person that is committed to democracy, a person that is committed to processes. And surely, what Edgar Lungu told me has come to pass. I've come to believe. But Mwangala Zalomesi, under your leadership, you have really elevated ECZ. Of course, I mean, there are other, ECZ chairpersons that did very well. But Irene Mambirima was also one of, my best ECZ chairperson. She also did very well. She did tremendous work at ECZ. But Mwangala Zalomesi and your commissioners, you are doing a good job. Even your critics, most of the times, you actually shame your critics. You shame them. On delimitation, really, what do you have to say? It was done very well, and I think it is owed to their consultative approach. That is why they are doing so well. Please keep it up. Now they are saying, delimitation has given UPND advantage because they are more in the UPND strongholds. I mean, which one is UPND stronghold? UPND does not hold any part of Zambia as their own, no. So that is a political weakness. To start saying, no, because Southern Province now has 29 and Lusaka has 29. So 29 it's for UPND. I mean, who told you that? Who told you that? What kind of politics are you doing? Southern Province does not belong to UPND. It doesn't belong to UPND. By UPND, they don't own any part of our country. They don't. No political party own any part of our country. No political party. If you form a political party and you have what it takes, you can win support from any region, depending on how you sell yourself. It is all about the politics that you do. So that notion of trying to say, no, ECZ has favored UPND because now a Southern Province has 29 and Lusaka has 29 constituencies. So, I mean, it doesn't even make sense. It is a stronghold, quite all right, but they don't own it. Form a political party, go to Southern Province and displace UPND. Displace UPND. UPND was not there. UPND was not there. UPND is a political party that was just formed in the 90s, by the way. That's when it came up. And they campaigned, and they won the support. Now you want to when we are making laws, we should consider this is UPND. Because that's what you are trying to say, is that even when we are making laws, we should say, no, this side is UPND. No, it is a political party which is in power today. And the truth be told, UPND is in power today. UPND is popular today. But UPND tomorrow may not be in power. Another political party will come. So that notion, na mwene kuti banani kana ati ba Brian Mushimbe udia kabwala Brian Mushimbe nikabwala fe udia ati whatever nikabwala udia Brian Mushimba just that some of these things Brian Mushimba nikabwala and I will never stop calling him that, because nalia mwena ma video oko wale mpera ama afu kuri Walid wale mpera ama afu kuri Walid palapana nikane padi dia hoteo. I will never forget it. Videos. But he's busy. They are favoring. No, there is nothing like favoring. ECZ are doing very well, and surely so far you can't accuse them of being biased again towards any political party. You can't accuse them of being biased towards UPND. No. This is why you even saw those political party leaders in that meeting, because ECZ invites everyone. When there is a meeting like that one, they invited everyone. Why did the ECZ invite everyone? They invited everyone because they don't know who wants to become president, considering the fact that our constitution allows for independent presidential candidate. It allows. So ECZ could not close to say, no, these ones cannot attend. These ones, they are not political parties. No. So that is the first point. That meeting that you saw, it was to brief anyone who wished to contest as a presidential candidate in the 2026 general elections. And the constitution allows anyone above the age of 45, a Zambian, to contest. You don't really have to belong to a political party, no. So ECZ invited everyone, and ECZ could not go into the internal conflicts or divisions or factions of individual political parties. They couldn't go into that. They couldn't go into that. They couldn't say, no, we are going to avoid to invite NDC, but we are not going to invite this NDC. They couldn't. They couldn't. It was for everyone. That is the first point. It was for everyone. And on that one, you should salute ECZ. You should tick, you should commend ECZ that they organized that meeting where they called for everyone to go and listen to the requirements of contesting as a president. Okay? So they called everyone so that they can brief everyone. On that score, you should commend ECZ. You should comment ECZ. Instead of Mutampo Fiakula Vikapo, yo Shana Shani, no, they invited this one, then they needed to invite everyone. Everyone. That meeting was open to anyone who wished to contest as a president. That is the first point. So that notion of saying, how did they invite this one? How could they invite this one? No. No. ECZ, they are just the referees. They just prepare elections. It is you to vote. It is you to vote. ECZ does not disqualify people based that whatever, This is why in the past you have even seen people like Bamuliokela being entertained. You also saw there is that man to say, no, I'm late, whatever. They entertain everyone. As long as you are a Zambian, ECZ has got no right to chase you. They have to entertain you. And in Zambia, at the moment, we have over 100 political parties. And these political parties, before ECZ, they are all equal. Before ECZ, they are all equal. We have over 100 political parties, and some of these political parties, indeed, you have never heard of them. And you are hearing of them for the first time in that meeting. It doesn't mean they are not registered. A number of those political parties, for me, I know them because I'm a political player. I have shared platforms. I've heard them on different platforms. They are registered. We have over 100 political parties registered under registrar of societies. I'm just making an estimation. The last time I checked, because I kept on, I like to have information. The last time I checked, the list that I had 86 86 political parties. That is 2 years ago. Today, I'm sure there are over 100. So I am basing on that if 2 years ago, we saw there were 86. Today, I mean, they should be over 100. That is where I'm basing that assertion. So, some of them you have never heard of them, but you only heard them there. Okay? And all those political parties, it doesn't matter whether Nina Shalaneka party, whatever, as long as it is a registered political party, ECZ have to entertain that person, have to entertain that political party. So when ECZ is inviting, and you see some of these political parties and some of these leaders, you are like, I mean, how could they invite these? It goes into the objective of ECZ. It goes into the ethos of ECZ. It goes into the credibility of ECZ. That is what makes the electoral body objective, fair, and independent, because they have to take everyone, without any prejudice at all. Without any prejudice. And that is why they invited all of those people. So what you saw there, instead of you complaining against ECZ, you should be commending ECZ, that ECZ is respecting everyone, regardless of who they are. ECZ respected that. When you're talking about credibility of elections, it starts from there. What you saw, it shows that ECZ is determined to deliver a free and fair election, a credible election. Not if you vika pompantu na mulu sakale mwatampo kula pindika. You start bringing in irrelevant issues, non-issues. You start bringing them in. No, ECZ already is doing a tremendous job in delivering a credible election. We must respect them for that. So the people that were there, all of them, according to ECZ, I mean, they are all equal. Some of these people were paid. Some of these people were paid so that you can show that there is no credible opposition. That's why they were there. I mean, honestly, anyone who watched that the meeting flowed naturally. The meeting flowed naturally. People express themselves according to the way they are. And that introduction is important. That introduction is important to be even shown on TV, because now you know that there are some of those political parties that you have not known about. You came to know them because of that introduction. Some of those leaders, you came to know them because of that introduction. And they showed you who they are. And depending on how they impressed you, people were now busy cutting some of these parts and distributing them. And that is how some leaders went viral. Some leaders went viral, depending on how they displayed themselves, how they tickled the people, or how they impressed people. And they were going viral. How can somebody who calls himself an academician turn around and say, no, those people were paid? That's why even the videos were going viral. I mean, how dumb is Shishua? He doesn't even know how, how some of these videos go viral. What makes videos go viral? Why doesn't he go viral himself? It is not so much about what some people who have spoken sense. Action on social media, what goes viral? If you are viral, if you are man fine, tafia na viral. You come badan kadialia, bala kwatama meeting ya wadia monthly financial reports, policy, monetary policy meetings. They don't go viral because people are not interested in that. That's why if ever mumona tuchisirako n'obushiru nga tulekitifu nti twabikamu n'obushiru, because ubushiru bulaya viral viral no manga wabefe so serious whatever tafibomba kuba wapena ko first watch tapefya bushiru wafula kono kufula tayari why do you come without a shirt tayari why do you like dancing around if you have bushiru pa social media abantu balafitemwa balomfwa bwino. That's why Namasle Queens, they have followers. Namasle Queens, they have followers. And yet all they do for social media is twerking. Umuntu aisa, alenda the vifia ulokondoloka. Atatendani, theni, anamutenga, ujanimwa muna wanga. Firaya viral if you are so. People love nonsense. Umuntu amokula tukana. Ade tukana. Look at Chakaka Church Kawaii. His videos were going viral. Finchale chitaudio mweje. Fiamano inshale landa apart from mukutukanense. And yet he was going viral. So that Shishua needs education about how social media operates. Not to start accusing the media, the traditional media, and the rogue media, they were whatever, because they were paid. You are dumb, Shishua. You are dumb. I mean, honestly, who would pay those people? Who would pay them? What kind of analysis, what kind of analytical eye do you have that you couldn't see that meeting was flowing naturally? Look at ECZ. ECZ were at pen to control those people. They were paid to control those people. And you want to, I mean, honestly, how dumb can you be? And then, but why did they chase away the media? I'm telling you, I have attended those meetings. Some of the deliberations that go on there, it is terrible. So, they actually protected some of those people. They protected them. Because you would have seen, I mean, look at Enoch Tonga. He'll have a bad. So it was right that ECZ, told the media to go out, and then they discussed, and at the end of the day, they gave us the conclusions. So in my view, basically talking about that meeting, I just want to make one point is that ECZ is doing everything possible to make sure that they deliver a credible elections. And elections are not just on the day of voting. Elections are a process. And this is part of the process. Calling all stakeholders, all those who want to contest, and tell them, okay, this is what is happening. Okay? And they called everyone. Then in Zambia, we have more than 100 political parties. So some of them, you may not know them. But most of them, I'm very sure, most of the political parties that were there, they are actually registered. So, but I know this is a strategy that people have. They have a strategy, they want to discredit ECZ because they know they have already lost the elections. So they want to discredit ECZ so that Ngabalusa baka tampoko bepesha ECZ. But ECZ is doing a good job, man. Ngaku campaigna tien to campaign if we win. Let's campaign, let's make sure we win. Delimitation ila mwivika vika pokabia nika campaigning. You have an opportunity to go out there and campaign and win those constituencies. Pamurupa Japani president na akainde mana winakali. Now winakali, the best that you can do kabia nika wishen ma constituencies. Because tapali chenu, when you talk about the presidency, tapali ichenu tapali ayababa nankani ba mundubili, because ba mundubili evale parakofi ba mundubili evale parakofi. To be honest, na vesha. To be honest, ba mundubili na vesha. nabisha. But awe not muri uno mwaka, not muri uno mwaka, not muri uno mwaka. Bamundubire is my friend. I commend bamundubire balinja for sana, but chirafa ikokulande chishinka. It's good to tell even your friends, you tell them the truth. Not pantu yo bamundubire balinchitire fi shani hao balinja for sana bamundubire. But ukulande chishinka bamundubire teti bawine ayama elections. Ero bwafya bamundubire bakoete bwakwe bati nabekatirira ku chitumbi. Malukula ali mule chitumbi alokinga mumochari. Bamundubire bena bayikalira fenomba edigalungu nenyimbo baleyimba nomba baleyimba chani ati uakwato mutimanga edigalungu with due respect to edigalungu taturingira nokulaba landapo, but just because imwebene you want to immortalize edigalungu, that's why we are even talking about him. But I can tell you that Edgar Lungu is not a heavyweight. He's not a heavyweight politically. He's not. He was not a heavyweight politically. Because even Ukuina my elections, how Edgar Lungu won the elections in 2015 because he was the PF was in power. 2016 because is the incumbent. Even the 1.8 that he had in 2021, it is because he was the incumbent. Not really that himself, Edgar Lungu, fought for those votes. No. If Ngamulefo Kumunati, Antoine Kane, in change Shama politics, people that have really fought, I don't know why PF mulefa mufute shina lya kwa sata. Mwilala wako watu PF wa ipangire ni sata. Wa pangire PF ni sata. The one who brought PF in power, it is Sata. Not Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is not a hero of PF. Edgar Lungu is not a hero of PF. The hero of PF, Nyuyu Muntuyu. Uyu, Avantu.
Goodbye. You like it? The man who gave it to me is dead. So if somebody dies who gives you the name dies, how can you refuse it? Accept it. And may his soul rest in peace for Mr. Yumba. The problem with the media in this country, you see, Kaunda did not only damage the economy, it damaged your heads. And the potholes in your head, for them to be repaired, it will take another 27 years.
So maybe the government can send us to school.
No, we don't send you to school. We panel beat your heads. But now let me start.
That he was going to bring our colleague. And me, I said, no, I think there is no way I can work with this man because I know him. This man, he can't govern. He can't rule. He's incapable. He's politically impotent. Levy did not stand time in Levy was sleeping. Alekolome mikonono. Eliaba kachiba musunka. Atibaya abantu abale konkolsha panse. Eli aisachile mukira. No rulenda rulepo.
Anyway, I just wanted to play that just to remind you, Sata is the icon of PF. Edgar Lungu did not make PF. Edgar Lungu chanced PF, and Edgar Lungu made PF to lose elections. If Sata was alive, PF would not have lost power in 2021. They wouldn't have lost power. Edgar Lungu messed up PF. But so basically what I'm just trying to say, Vamundubile, trying to hold on to Edgar Lungu will not help you. It will not help you. I know Chris Zumanizimba, eva political scientist mukwete. Apa pena na mulu ba Chris Zumanizimba. na mulu wa Kristu manizimba mwarapo na filafile mwalu shirama elections mu 2021 Kristu manizimba you contributed to PF losing elections, not Firoland that when I came in, PF was already lost, I made them whatever. No, you lost that election. So you must remember that your political analysis of things, no, you are very wrong. Even on this one, you are very wrong. You cannot claim that there is 1.8 which Munduvide is getting, because the thinking there is that no, Edgar Lungu had 1.8 elections or votes. So if you attach yourself Kuchitumbi, then you are inheriting the 1.8. You can't inherit the 1.8, because I want to tell you that even that 1.8, it is because he was an incumbent. If Edgar Lungu was in opposition, contesting an election against Hakainde Hichilema, he wouldn't have gotten that 1.8. He wouldn't have gotten it. If Edgar Lungu was in opposition and Hakainde Hichilema is in power, he wouldn't have gotten that 1.8. He wouldn't. He got the 1.8 because of the aura of the incumbency. When you are the incumbent, you have that advantage. That's why he got that 1.8. So don't be cheated to start with. Don't be stated that no, he had that one. No, he had it because he was an incumbent. When you are an incumbent, even those who don't believe in you, they will pay homage. They will praise you. They will ingratiate themselves to you when you are the president. Even Hakainde Hichilema, what is happening now? I mean, even people that never thought they would praise Hakainde Hichilema, they are praising Hakainde Hichilema. Of course, you can even talk about me to say, even you, tired, but no. Me, I speak from conviction. Because that is why, even when Edgar Lungu was there, sometimes I praised him, sometimes I criticized him. Even Hakainde Hichilema, sometimes I praise him, sometimes I criticize him. I speak from conviction. But of course, you have to be aware that when you are a president, sometimes people will associate themselves with you, not because they believe in you, no, but because you are the president. So even Hakainde Hichilema is a truth. Some of these people that are saying Hakainde Hichilema, it is because he's incumbent. The day Hakainde Hichilema will move out of office, it will be something else. It will be something else. I never change. Even in Edgar Lungu, I never change. What I said when Edgar Lungu was in power, I said it even when he was out of power. I praised him. On things that I praised him, I continued praising him. Even the things that I spoke about when he was a president as negative, I continued. Even Hakainde Hichilema, I'm telling you, I will do the same. I speak from conviction. So, anyway, 1.8 Tapadi, number one. Number two, even if there was that 1.8, by the fact that Edgar Lungu did not anoint anyone, it becomes very difficult. It becomes just a mere claim. And how many are claiming to have been endorsed? Makebi Zulu, I was endorsed. Mao Sampa, I was endorsed. Vamundubile, I was endorsed. You are wasting your time. Wikatilila Kuchitumbi. This man never endorsed anyone. Vamunia Zulu, Vajpa platform. No, me, I spent more time with whatever. I mean, the problem yakwa Edgar Lungu is that he was saying things depending on who is with him. Who is with him and what he thinks. That is how Edgar Lungu was. Uya isabalandef. Bali kwa tumome wampadi. Uliomome wampadi uya isa. No, I love you. You are the only one. I love you very much. Everything, all the money, ankashira you. Naumbia is same thing. So, that 1.8, even if it was there, it is split. It is split. It is not something that you can count on. The best that Mamundubile would have done is to brand himself. When Sata came out, mu 2001, he created himself, he established himself. And he created his own slogans, his own policies that were identical with him. Identical na Edgar Lungu. Tapari okomulea. So, why am I even talking about this? I'm talking about this because some of you might be having hope that yo limbikuli wa mundubile kuli file chitika, tapari file chitika. Na limieva ine. Ukoba tuwa mundubile nga waka kwata 50,000 votes. Ni shivata tala. Na limipela ceiling 50,000 votes kuli wa munduwile 50,000 votes na ile chitumbi wekatilile ale chitumbi tacha miafwe na limievere imwe chitumbi cha balungu ichi ekeni balungu balale muchiwote lekeni balungu tubashikefye tula balale muchiwote tubachindike fila nomba you have kept on chitumbi and you want to continue mule ku print ama t-shirts nishi mule print ama t-shirts mwa print ama t-shirts na Edgar Lungu opwali kwatu mutu mtulu babika picture aba mundu bile kuntanshi kuluma babike ya kwa Edgar Lungu why ali for Edgar Lungu tamwasumina ali for Edgar Lungu tamwasumina mwana kwa Edgar Lungu akawapa ballot takawepa ballot na ngwaka miafu ba mundu walefa ballot then Edgar Lungu aleva tungirisha Edgar Lungu takesemi campaign na he will never come and campaign, he will never come and confirm to say yes na salamu mundu vile. He will never do that. So you are wasting your time. And I am informing you my followers, that tapali fili kokudia ukuli ubuteko nikuli yaka inde ichilema muiposera ne nchito kuli bantu anikane kuli ba mundubile muiposera ko ne nchita loleshe ni kuli bantu anikane ba mundubile bana ndisa ma politics bukali, otherwise I wouldn't even be talking about it. But I have to tell you, because I'm a politics for you, guy. I'm a politics for you. And if you are a good politician, you can even argue politics mwalanda. But meanwhile, in the background, mulelanda, you can even sit together and have a cup of tea. That is how it should be. No problem. Our politician to akwata. But you are too emotional. No more so too much. No more so too much. How nganalanda na tayari bala mbona chanchan. Nganalanda tayari whatever. Umwenso. They are cowards. Anyway, tapadi Philip Opadia and Mundubile is decampaigning himself by holding on kuchitumbi, holding on to somebody that did not. Edgar Lungu ngale fo kumichita endorse, ngale kuchita endorse uli wonse. He would have endorsed somebody before he died, but he went. He died. I wanted to say he went to his grave, but he's still in the mortuary. You are holding on kuchitumbi so that muchiwonfya kuma nanikene kuma campaign. But tachamiafwe. That is the point I'm making. Holding on to Edgar Lungu, holding on kuchitumbi so that chimiafwe kuma politics tafia wombe. You had better buried Edgar Lungu and composed yourself, branded yourself, deliver your messages. Not at I'll come and do like Edgar Lungu. What party Edgar Lungu for Achitreru? Leadership yabu kade formula that I'll come and do like Edgar Lungu. Leadership yabu corruption whereby people vale at I'll come and do like Edgar Lungu. I mean, Haka in the Ichilema is cleaning up the mess that was created by Edgar Lungu. I'll come and do like Edgar Lungu. Umuneno na fundu mana umuneno turebu tasha Hakainde Hichilema, we are praising him for what he's doing, correcting the mistakes that Edgar Lungu made. No, I'll come and do like Edgar Lungu. Anyway, let me open phone lines. I know I'm opening phone lines. You can call in. Navekatirave kuchitumbi echo mwaka nino kushika echitumbi, and now you are even accusing no Hakainde Hichilema ewalenga fyonse ni Hakainde Hichilema basangwa basangwa bafiro ukuchita persevere to register a political party. Sangwa fails to register a political party, and his friends abena dinani kanevadi uriati nani udia ati Ruben Difuka na bambi inena aliveshi babadi bakakateo padi bakakateo aka these so-called that experts, governance experts, civil society, whatever balafo yokuba mupower chimo na awa mayo bali kwenjiwo sisi aba ba beauty kadem balafo ya power bali fiashu panomba kutampokola tuko buteko. Hello,
good evening, Watan.
Good evening.
Bryce calling from Osaka.
Yes, Mr.
Just to
Bryce.
have a clarification, maybe can educate all of us. BM Brian Mundwile is standing on the Tonse Alliance.
Yes.
And if you have to be given the certificate of to be a candidate, presidential candidate, which certificate is it going to be given? FDD or independent or Tonse Alliance? Is Tonse Alliance recognized by ECZ that the president can stand on it? Maybe clarify all those three things.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So the issue is alliances to Kwete Zambia. There is no alliance that I know which has been registered. There is no alliance, I don't know of any alliance, including the UPND alliance. It is not registered. So before ECZ, you can't go before ECZ and say, I am contesting as an alliance president. You can't. You can't contest as a UPND like Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema can never go before ECZ and say, I'm contesting as a UPND alliance president. No. Hakainde Hichilema is going to contest as a UPND president. UPND president under the party UPND. Then there is this Tonse alliance. Mundwile can never go and contest as a Tonse president because Tonse is not registered. It is not possible. The only thing that he can do is to contest under a purpose vehicle. Like what we know is that they want Mundwile to run under FDD. So most likely he's going to get an adoption certificate as FDD president, as adopted under FDD. And by the way, political parties can field in another person other than the president of that political party. For example, I am a president of Economic and Equity Party, but if we want, we can choose another person to contest as Republican president. So that is possible. So currently what we have, FDD is headed under Bachifumo Banda State Council. But Bachifumo Banda, as president of FDD, can give an adoption certificate for somebody to contest as president under FDD. He can also give certificate of adoption to other elective positions such as MP, chairperson, whatever. He can do that. And this is a strategy of Tonse as we know it. They want to use FDD. But Mobanda is the president, but they will endorse Brian Mundubile to stand as president. Of course, in the Tonse Alliance, there are other political parties. So they can use any of those political parties that are in the alliance. There are other political parties that are in the alliance. So they can use any of those political parties. I saw that somebody is already taking FDD to court to say, you know, they are part of Tonse and whatever. What I'm just trying to say is that, you know, I think those machinations should be avoided, because when they are in an alliance, they can use this party or another party. So you can, you know, take this court, you can take FDD to court, but they'll simply pick another party and that person will contest. So that kind of machinations, whoever is doing them, I don't think is a good strategy, because in an alliance, they can choose any other political party. So taking to court FDD will not stop Mundubile from contesting. And away from that, the third point is that away from that, Mundubile can also contest as independent. He can also contest as independent, whereby he is not on any political party, but he's just standing as an independent, yet supported by Tonse Alliance. So this is why I'm saying that the strategy of trying to frustrate people using the courts by locking the political party in court will not help, because people have got these options. If not this party, they can choose another party. If not another party, they can also contest as independent. So that is not a good strategy if you are trying to play some political mingalato against others. It's not a good political strategy. And I think it is useless. Some of these people, we just better allow them, you know, to go on, contest, and let them get their few votes. Let them contest and get utuma votes to go to utukatshinga wakasendo 325,000 inga 30,000 katwish. Let them just contest. Wakaraba, let them just contest. The only problem I have for me is Pali Malukula. Pali Malukula nalikuwa to wafya nalikuwa techifu kwa Pali Malukula, because Malukula has taken the country to ransom. Malukula has put our country at ransom. Malukula has embarrassed our country. You know, Edgar Lungu is being held there because of Malukula, because of Makebi Zulu. So such a person who can use whatever means to bring our country in this position, I mean, such a person must not be left to go scot-free. We must not treat a person with kid gloves. We must not act like as if we are stupid. Let him fool so many. But let us show him that he's not that clever. Let us show him that we are not fools. Let us show him. So Pali Malukula, I'm telling you, whatever Mingalato has to be played, let those Mingalato be played, because Malukula has held our country at ransom. Malukula has embarrassed our country. We are stuck next to Michawa Lungu because of one guy. I mean, that foolish guy should not be entertained. I mean, you can talk about no democracy, whatever. Sometimes some of these things, you know, you need to handle them the way they come. The way they come, you handle them like that. So I hope I've clarified on that. Mundubile can stand on FDD. If not on FDD, they can pick another political party within the Tonse Alliance. If not, he can also contest as an independent, but he can never contest as a president of Tonse Alliance, because Tonse Alliance is not registered. Just like any other alliance, the Pamosi Alliance, the Zambia we want, it's a political party, but now nobody kwataka alliance kabo. even that you cannot. There is no alliance, from my knowledge, which is registered. So no one can contest as an alliance president. You can only contest as a political party, sponsored by a political party, or indeed you can contest as an independent presidential candidate. Yeah. Mkwa. Tumenika nambo pokali hapo. Pali malukula pena. Malukula. Malukula nganali mu Zambia, nganali mu Diringa, nganali mu fona mu Itoroshi ulya. Ine nganali mu fona mu Itoroshi. Malukula has messed us up. Eno tuka muleka ake minino kuiminina. At a presidential candidate. Wayasunge chitumbi for a year, because by the time we'll be having elections, ichitumbi chikawa still move rich. Over a year, nasunga ve chitumbi for him to advance his political ambition. Now if you have a Chilishan, where are my callers? Where are my callers? Nalai Sala, a political party without MP is called independent political party. How do you win an election? Of course, win my election is impossible. There is no party that the party will win my elections. Haka in the Ichilema, whether they like it or not, Haka in the Ichilema is winning this election. Whether they like it or not, Haka in the Ichilema is winning this election. Hello?
Hello, Mamajan Bwan.
Winner family.
I thought but Putin initially first team one to support the party, one to and we need to follow you back then to say, but when I want to run there about that. But along the line of road was that was that Kashina watching the shaman, no there Zambia, a chakra. So, wasn't a moment if you took off the end of our boss. You have to do wrong then. And when you look at Zambia, when people complain, because the majority, people, they are the one that chooses the president. And we should also, and this government should also allow people to have their own favorite candidate in their choice. And look at the ground now, people they want to be.
Okay, so umfamune. Chetulansha nyebwino bwino. Chetulansha nyebwino bwino. So alright, initially landira kwa abantu. Pantu ifintu na fidula. So iwe mukumona kobe. Ulemona tiba mundubire eba kweta ma solution ya kwisabwisha. Ifintu nga bayisa ba mundubire bakesabwisha ubunga. Mukumona kobe. Ba mundubire bakesabwisha mutengo wa bunga.
When we talk about subsidy, some of the things can be subsidized. That's why we have good government.
Okay, very good.
If we say, I think, just let me finish this one. Just like I give you time. You say, do I think if Mr. Munduwele comes, we will reduce the prices of everything? What I can say on behalf of all Zambians is one thing. When you promise people to say, when I come in power, I'll come and reduce everything, then people are going to buy that. So today we cannot answer that question in the verse or otherwise. So that's why we read the manifesto and in England I say we are going to fall for what it is. So it's a question to say, it's not a question to say because Mr. Mundu never promised anybody anything to say and I on power. I'll come and do this for you.
umfa mune iwe ni wobola ndilo kwebati umfa first umfa iwe ni wobola ndilo kwebati ifintu nafidula batali tamune turandira ko nomba ndei pusha so nafidula so solution tufumiepo HH tubike po ba mundu bile question nakuipusha kwati bishe ba mundu bile bakesa fibwesha bakesa fibwesha simple question ngikuipusha ini bakesa fibwesha ero nga bakafibwesha muishiranshi
nana rauska very simple bakesa fibwesha
muishiranshi ama subsidy bakesa bovya ma subsidy nomba umfwa Zambia ama subsidies teti tukwanishe tatwa kwa tempia subsidy chinshi subsidy bupe kupelo wafuirisho nomba ine kwati ne panondi ine nshikwe tempia nechirufa tayari nshikwe tempia wamone muno munga ndandi muno nshikwe tempia ero nomba naisa mkukuvepa na mkuvepa naisa mkuvepa nkashiwe kwati iwe ndefu ankupe nganakupa nganamishitira fyakuti na vanoko ngamashitira fyakuti na munyina wawe ngamashitira fyakuti busheni shindi mwaume wa amani kuti fyawomba Zambia kaikwete mpia Zambia apa ikwete iri munkongole umuntu wako atenkongole kuchaisa kwa bati akesa kwa fili akakuafuidisha wamono wata tukwete umfa muntu wandi umfa yotekanya umfa muntu wandi umfa iwe umfa ko panono ubwafya tukwete mu Zambia bwakwebati Zambia pa yaba munkongole yaba mulikalobe ine epo yaba nifefa kwatu muntu nangwafola afola indalama shonza shiria kuisa shiria kunkongole nombo yo muntu kuchaisa kwa foshani techa kwa fo iyo nomba aka inde ichirema echo ndemu tashishapa because aka inde ichireme pwaisa ali alanda na bali boto kwete kwenkongole kwati mwe bantu tukakeniko amaboko amoru tushale tulenda so Zambia pa ilenda fye mukutintilila so it is not easy for anyone to come up ero no ingesa umbi kuti afisa filufya nyafye echo ndekanina mundu bile nena ali muishiba mundu bile munandi but na owine ngai support echakwanishe echo ndela ndati akainde ichirema akonka nyepo fye muntu wandi
but watari murei buksha chama Zambia ni majority bari kusaidi kumino abavene mureta tata mitemeno I am one person who can say I love you so very much my brother
nabapene wali ntemwa nabapene wali ntemwa echo letumina echo tulelandira wali ntemwa tupusene fya mkulanda tupusene fya mkumone fintu
no but tukote pali mwana wata you said your own when you say quality you start meaning shengo ngoro wa ishibikile paoji meaning Zambia kwata breeding space then when you talk about tax holidays given to the mines, because Zambia survives in money for taxing. Now, if you give tax holidays to these investors, how do you expect even us to use a certain amount of money that is supposed to use for subsidy? You give tax holidays to those investors. How are we going to survive as Zambia?
So umfolomba.
You educate me on that one.
Umfa ya walanda wino sana. Waipusha wino sana. Ketu konkane nobe wino. Waipusha wino. What about the tax holidays? Bale pera aba mines. Chinchi bale ba pere la. And yet tufretu walipire nkongole. No mbane kankwewe. Echo ba pera ama tax holidays ya. Nifire fya kwa watu muntu Aisa perform. Ati ndefwaya ndi mepo perform pamienu hapa. Ero para perform tamwali mapo pali fimuti pali fyulu ero aisa ebati na mwishiba before nshira tampo kulima mfwire na save hapa mfwire na fumyapo efyulu ero efifintu fika it will spend me a lot of money. I will spend a lot of money in clearing the land before I can start planting. So it will take me 3 years for me ukabati ngwanye mpangei ngatampo kulimapo ngakukwata ubusomboshi ngakwata ubusomboshi in the 4th year. I 3 years nakula wamya mu 4th year emo nkesa lima emo di minkesa kwata kona profit. So apande wamya, can you give me chance that ishida ripila Antoine kane renti ngani renti yo nde ripila kwa 25%, but after 3 years nkesa ambo kulipira in full. If you have kuma mines yesu yali iselwe ero tayari iselwe tekoba tiniba PF ba isele ya iselwe muri ba MMD. If you remember ero ya iselwe mines yesu yali fi pali care and maintenance if into fiari onai kama mine mulia. So mine yesu alikwata umukuba. We have the minerals, but to extract the minerals we need to invest, and these investors, they are saying whilst we are investing, whilst we are pangama shaft na finshi, whilst we are putting together the mines, we are maintaining the mines, can you give us a breather on the taxes? Nga twaisa mbokula funya wino eno mkata mboku tashani ukutuchita tax. If you have a perma tax holidays, it is because at this point in time these people are investing, they are not getting as much. But nga waisa tampokula alimba wino mkuwa, at that point we will be taxing them. Efo chawa muntu wandi teko watu wabalekirira fe yo kwebati babike mwempia batampo kwimbo mkuwa.
I've heard your explanation.
Thank you.
So I want your statistic, right? I can tell you today, Zambian, they love HH. That's why they voted for him. Do you know that? Zambian, they love President Daga Indechi. Including myself, I love President Daga Indechi.
Very good. I'm happy to hear.
Picture the life of President Edgar during the period he was in office. That period when he was in office, he surrounded himself with yes women and yes men, just like kind of a people, I can say. Those were the people that never used to tell the big man what is happening on the ground. And those people contributed to his downfall. He left power. I think that's exactly what is happening now. People, I want to know, they have stopped using their brain, they are using their stomach to think. Everyone wants to have by the end of the day, because if you look at what
okay, Mwana, listen, Mwana, I think you know, but listen, I think we will go everywhere. Anyway, I think I've tried to accommodate my brother. I think I've answered to his substantive questions. Let me take another caller. Hello. 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 So, you know, Haka Indechilema is very strategic in the way that he's handling things. He's methodical, and I'm not just using this word to borrow what he says, but he is applying very good economic solutions to our problems. Hello? 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 Phone nayo ya jama sometimes. Phone nayo ya jama. Let's see. Hello? 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 think. Let me restart the phone. I'm sorry. I think I need to restart the phone. Sometimes my phone need to my phone to so sometimes kalajama coffee again. So yes, a lot of people talk about this. No investment, tax holidays, whatever. It is not that Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want to collect taxes. No, he wants to collect taxes. But for the investors to come in Zambia and invest in our mines, they are also looking to say, I mean, how are we going to be paying you taxes in full when we have not started making money real for real? And that is why they agreed to say, okay, you invest, and at a later stage, you will pay the taxes. And in Gatwakana, if Hakainde Hichilema says, no, you have to pay all the taxes and whatever, they will not invest. Mind you, Zambia is not the only country that has got mines. There are a number of countries. They will go elsewhere. They will go into Congo. They will go in other countries. So Hakainde Hichilema had to agree to some of these terms so that at least we can have investment, and hoping that as we go on, we can be able to mine more. Efo chaba fie, teko afya chiyo tuwalikwata kopa, filabana nikana wakasongi mwenda waranda. No, to get that copper, you need money. There are people wakwatama, bali bapelama mining licenses. Bali shwanoku shwati, apapanishi pali ba mabu. But they are not mining. They are suffering, and yet now wakwata, they own a mine. They own a land where there are mines, where there are minerals rather, and they are failing to do anything. They are looking for investors. But tuma messages, but hey, find me an investor. I've got a mine. Hey, find me an investor. They are failing to mine because they don't have resources. So it's one thing to have minerals underground. It's another getting those minerals from underground and process them to the market, to be put on the market. Chimo, with what is happening, you have been hearing of what has been happening. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tayag.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question, Mr. Tayag, and I just want you to be sincere and answer me this question. You are such an experienced politician, and you have seen government come, government go. And each and every time we are closer to an election, we have seen things improving, we have seen government starting building roads. For example, the past 3 years, Zambia has been experiencing load shedding, and now we have electricity, the dollar has gone down. I want to ask you, Mr. Tayag, what is so different, with the UPND government that, this other government has done, and we could possibly see like these are strategies that these guys are using to get people's vote. Now, what has changed, this time around? Because you have so much praise the UPND government when it comes to appreciation of the quarter, what they have done for the past 3 months or 4 months. That's when we have seen the improvement in the dollar rate, something like that. So tell me, what is so unique about this government?
Do you really want an answer to that? Hello? Hello?
How was here?
Yeah, I'm quiet. Yeah, I'm quiet.
Hello?
Hello?
Atumulishani washikia.
Mkwai.
Okay. Ndipo kulanda kubashikia mandi. Yeah. Ndande kuna ine panono kama politics especially pali ba mundu bile na timu yao. Yeah. Ava vapinwe varipanga sana ichongo sana ichikulu but ngatoamona approach vakwete iya confrontation in every issue vena tapali isusu maife varemonapo and varera ndati varipakisachita reset the country because even vachiruva ero vapokere power kuli vakaunda. He had somewhere where he started from, where Kaunda built the country, developed the country to some level, and then Wakaunda picked it up from a certain stage, and then Navena Vachako is here with Sum. No, Bangatuamon approach Vakweta Bino. He thinks now Wakwatama solutions, they are Tavala and Daguban. But Sonta CSO, because in the first one, Monaco, I think I'm a Monaco. Umundu arerumba sana bora nokumona ma mistakes but kumpera kukochi teta coaching and no coaching teta pange na team but when he's outside the pitch you'll be making a lot of noise. This is exactly what I'm seeing from these guys Umundu is na team yao because these are the same people about City Road. They were surrounding the ECL. Valisa evalengera twaisi ovaruse nokulusa because of course laisi ya otawasiliosebeka ili na timu ya oyose alivaleta na punch. So now as a country I think going forward tufure twashita scrutinize ama leaders ya. It's not just about HH shimuteme mwese amonika or bantu mu shani kisa palaso. It's not about HH, it's about the country itself. The direction which this man is taking the country. Is it taking the Zambia in the right direction or the right direction? So the country in the right direction. Regardless of person, but if you are rich, it's helping the majority Zambians. I have to support it. May I condemn this confrontational approach to politics? He says he has to rubbish everything. Now, even him, when we elect him one day, when you put him as president, where is he going to start from? That's why there's no continuity. Look, I like the way you analyze things here. You condemn where, if it's a thing, you support what is good. And that's how most Zambians, we need to cultivate that culture of supporting things which are good for the majority of citizens. We need to move away from the culture of just wanting personal benefits because we can support our mundu with the then whatever HH is doing, even if it's affecting Zambians positively, we have to rubbish it. Then what kind of people are we? That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Fine, Precious, how are you?
I'm okay. I just want to comment on Vachiwashua and also on Ramakebi Zulu. So I'll start with Vachiwashua. Vachiwashua, I agree with him. Because if indeed those people were not hired, they cannot continue posting those who showed their stupidity in public, and they keep on posting them. So they are trying to fool the world. Like in Zambia, they don't have opposition. When we have, you saw there was Makebi Zulu there was Charles Chanda, there was Fred Membe, there was Kalava, there was Sharakateka, and all those leaders, we know them. They even contested in 2021. So this time, no matter the mingalato they are going to make, they will not succeed, because those who are wise with wisdom from God, they cannot even make a mistake to give this government second term. This government, they don't mean well, and that's the truth. You cannot change the truth. Coming with Bamakebi Zulu, Bamakebi Zulu is a good leader who is going to defeat Raka Ilekena. The reason why people, they keep on talking about Bamakebi Zulu, including yourself, the reason why you keep on talking about Bamakebi Zulu, it's because you've seen wisdom in him. The man is a wise man with wisdom from God. And on that day, when people go to vote, they are going to vote for Bamakebi Zulu. So whether you like it or not, we have already told you are fighting a losing battle, and one day you are going to regret. All the people keeps on advising you. If you don't want to listen to them, that is not our business. But just know that your history, it will be a very bad history. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you. That is a fair comment. You know, that is a fair comment. I mean, that's what she believes in. I mean, that's okay. That's really okay. Without attacking this one and that one. I like that that submission from Precious. Hello? Yes, yes. Winner from Kwai.
Yeah, here.
Yes, yes.
But thank you very much for the program, for affording me this opportunity. But I've been following. I am a caller. We call a more into Kudola. You know, I don't know if what don't talk. I don't know the one. Anyway, knowledge is power. Because I want that caller is still hearing me. But from the word go, from Genesis, things have never been the same. Things have never been the same. I think even sure that's why when we talk about inflation, don't say the dollar, you know, you can even tell. You can even tell if dollar don't know why she never the late ECL. Why she never 23 23. From 23, after in the HDM, Aquan shop is where she has a Kairipana 19. You see, so who is doing good if you was to ask a question? Uncle Tayari. And again, that Walanda Farmer promises. That Walanda Farmer promises Uncle Tayari saying that no, he has to promise these things that he hasn't done. I'll give an example. Burungushi Textile. For how many years has that place been closed? But today it's functioning. He commissioned it just the day before yesterday. Can you imagine that? And two people have got the guts to say that no, he's doing it for political strategy, for campaign strategy. How do you expect him, or how would you expect someone to do that, to open that fucking government? One, they should understand, after in the he has never been in government. He had never been in the government, but Bangamadosha ECL was in government before he became president. He was Minister of Defense before he became president. So meaning that he even knew somehow how the government functions. But still, he failed his whole term, he failed. He failed exceptionally. Everything was just bizarre. And quality of Chitika, a thing to Indarama, when you look at Indarama, no, that's not some kind of point. I want to change Indarama, that is that one. Education became useless. If you remember very well, if you university became so useless, thinking that school, will be given, will find a job, a good job, according to his qualifications. But then a cadre is a grade 7 or a grade 5 study. Can you imagine? You'll be holding a post, a very sensitive post in government. We have seen that. We have got examples. We have got a lot of examples of that. We can't just start mentioning names. Number two, the former ruling party, they are the ones who had that propaganda, before he was elected as president. They had the propaganda saying a lot of things. Say, no, he's a satanist. You see, but you see what? He has surprised everyone. And now, really, just from, sometimes I sit down and, I look at the way things are moving. It's like, I want to think, they are just feeling shy to come out to say that they are in support with what he's doing. Because when you look at all the policies that he has put up, everything seems to be working very well. And the country today is moving at a good pace. This is the country I'm considering, like whatever call about that, I'm a campaign strategy that why is it that Mambo put a when it's towards the elections? How do you expect him to put a after inheriting a country that has bankrupted the economy? Once I started default, let me just say this. We defaulted even on the debt that the country has. But here he comes now, you see, he just comes into power. This is 2021. And today we are talking now, he hasn't even yet finished his term. But at least we have seen the tangible fruit. The fruits like Murungushi, we've seen this free education. He never learned whatever, precious. No, there's no free education. There's no free education. But as we are seeing it, it's working. There are people who have got relatives, they can testify, even cash for work. We have got people in the village, they can testify. They tell us that things are moving. Moving about that. So, me, I really love what you are doing. Just to give you a word of encouragement to Akalamba, just continue what you are doing because now you are exposing, you are bringing out the truth about the political landscape in Zambia. You see, you are bringing out the truth to the people, and the people now are learning, and they are coming, at least they are having that knowledge to say that, yes, they are. Because when they look even now without wasting much of our time, I just want to finish with this point. You see, our position, they are in a very bad quagmire. But in they should just be working hard now for the 2031. Otherwise, for now, there is nothing they can do. No matter the propaganda they can try to spearhead, they can try to come out with, they can go no, they are not going anywhere. They will not go anywhere. Let them just work hard towards 2031. Even that 2031, look at the Jito, but why is the quite okay? Yeah. But this coming term, obviously, getting experience. You are still young. You are our future leaders. That we have. You see, I would even prefer having someone like you than anybody else. Those are not politicians.
No, thank you very much.
Politicians. And thank you very much, Akotari.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello, I'm calling you from Chirondo.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you for having me on your platform.
Yes, please.
There's just few issues that I want also to contribute. First, to start with, may I take this opportunity to congratulate the UPND for having hosted a successful convention. You can imagine, from 10 provinces, each province voting for its preferred candidate, and all the provinces have voted fairly. And this is the true representation of the national management team. All the provinces voted for people that they want to be in the national management. That is unity of purpose. Also, there are some people who are saying Abantu Chula. life has no balance. You know, when you go to a drink that you buy in ShopRite at 7 kwacha, you go to a guest house, it will cost at the higher price. The same size of a bottle, you go into a plane, you find it more expensive. Into a hotel, it's expensive also. So the issue of saying Abantwale Chula, I see it as not understanding the facts of life. You know, in the same life that we are living in, others are buying brand new vehicles.
Yes.
Except from the show, others are buying vehicles from Japan. Others are buying default second-hand vehicles. The same life. So when you say I want to look, talk of yourself. Don't include the others. There are some people who are in these farms. They grow maize. At the end of the day, when everything when the time to sell maize, they sell and they start begging. But they had cultivated. That is life. So on whatever you explained, sir, you explained well. The issue of blocking those who want to contest, let them contest. Zambians have already decided, and their ballot, their vote is already decided. It's on HH. Whoever you supported, sir, during the convention, everyone has. Only a few people have not made it. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. I submit.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Mwawomba shani?
Mkwa, mwambasha naimwe. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
How are you, Mr. Tari?
Fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Okay, this is Piri calling from Chongo.
Okay.
Yes, my contribution, sir. You know, Mr. Tari, in as much as we can differ in ideology, but naturally, let me recommend you for this. You are very intelligent. I like the way you analyze optics. If we had such kind of people or 10 vying for presidential, I think Zambia would have been in the same line. Now, when we come to presidential aspirants, that were it will push. You find that the majority of them, no one is ready to take up Zambia. Another thing, that woman was saying, you know, Makebi Zulu is the best man. I don't know why she's getting those guts to discredit the president, that, you know, Makebi is a good man. Does she really understand the politics? Today, just because Makebi Zulu was taking care of which Tumbi, they were coming that no, he's a good man.
And yet,
I think sometimes we are not serious the way we are doing things.
And you know, just to add on what you are saying, Makebi Zulu was member of parliament for Malambo constituency. Yes. He lost. Makebi Zulu was a minister for Eastern Province. But people did not even know him when he was a minister. How can somebody say Makebi Zulu is a good leader? He has failed already.
And
how can he manage to rule the country?
He failed in a province.
No, but Makebi doesn't have capacity to rule the country.
Far from
Doesn't
it.
have. If he failed to run a constituency, can you manage Zambia?
Yeah.
He can't. So Wakalamba, I think continue with the way you analyze politics. I think you're in the right place. I think my prayer for you is one day you come to Zambia so that you'll be near to these. More especially these guys miscarrying themselves to be your president. You can't ride on someone who is dead to say that no, us to rule the way Rung ruled. What was good? What was good?
Makadas.
Sometimes, some other things, yes, he did well. But the other part, the man is messed up. Then he says that, we are going to rule the way Rung ruled this country. Who wants to go back to science? No one.
Yeah.
So, the way Zambians were thinking, I think we need to go to China, but the majority are not normal.
No, let's leave it there. It's their opinion. We shouldn't say that they need to go to China. It's their opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, in a democracy, that's what it is. Anyway, I think I'll end here. I'll end here for tonight. We have discussed essentially. I'm saying thank you very much to the people that voted for the National Management Committee. We wait for the 30 that will be who will be nominated by the president to make them 100. I will create a WhatsApp group where I will be distributing some of these documents. So tomorrow I'll open that. Look out for that. I'll put a link for you to join that group. And in that group, we can share mostly information. Yeah, I think I'm leaving it there for tonight. Thank you very much for participating. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night.